believe I cut this cold process soap just 4 hours after pouring it. No sodium lactate, no commercial hardener, just ordinary kitchen salt. If your soap stays soft and sticky during the rainy season, you need to watch this video. One of the biggest challenges during the rainy season is that cold processed soap takes much longer to harden. Sometimes it's still too soft after 24 hours. Today, I will show you the method I use to get a firm loaf in just 4 hours. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. And if you are new here, you are most welcome. On this channel, I share practical soap making tutorials and business tips. Don't forget to subscribe. And now let's get started. For the ingredients, I use sodium carbonate, boost cleaning and help harden the soap. Caustic soda, convert the oil into soap. The star ingredient in today's recipe is ordinary kitchen salt. It helps the soap harden much faster, which is why I was able to cut this loaf just 4 hours after pouring. This can be especially useful during the rainy season when cold processed soap usually takes much longer to become firm. Salt works wonder in soap, but moderation is the secret to getting the best results. Sodium silicate makes the soap stronger, harder, and long-lasting. Foam booster increases and stabilizes the lather. I use a combination of tallow oil and PKO for cleansing and hard bath. First, I dissolve the kitchen salt sodium chloride completely in the water. Once it's fully dissolved, I slowly add the caustic soda while stirring continuously. Always add caustic soda to water, never water to caustic soda, and wear your gloves, goggles, and walk in a well-ventilated area for safety. If you are enjoying this tutorial and finding it helpful, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who loves soap making. Your support really helps this channel grow. I will be dropping the recipe of this production at the description box below. Next, I dissolve the sodium carbonate in warm water. This is me stirring it properly to ensure that the granules are well dissolved before introducing the next ingredients. Then, I mix the calcium carbonate into a smooth slurry with warm water to help it blend evenly into the soap batter without lumps. To achieve a smooth soap batter, I pass the slurry through a fine sieve to remove any lumps or coarse particles before adding it to the soap. Next, I add my melted oil blend to the sodium carbonate and calcium carbonate slurry. This helps keep the soap batter nice and fluid, giving me enough time to mix everything thoroughly before adding the lye solution. After mixing it for a while, it is now time to add the color, and I decided to go in with pink color. And I keep mixing. After stirring it for a while, it is now time to add the next ingredients. At this stage, I started adding my lye solution bit by bit. If you notice, I didn't pour it at once. I was adding it bit by bit in order to buy time. As I'm adding, I am mixing it. I mix it vigorously to ensure that all the ingredients are evenly combined, because the beauty of any soap depends on your ability to mix properly. If you are learning something new from this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to learn how to make soap. Thank you. If you look closely, you notice that the soap batter is gradually looking like a pap-like smooth texture, meaning that we are gradually getting to thick streaks. At this stage, I added my silicate and I keep mixing. After mixing for a while, it is now time to add the next ingredient, and the next ingredient I added was my foam booster. This is our homemade foam booster we made on this channel. I added it to the soap batter and I keep mixing. mixing it for a while, it is now time to add the last ingredient, that is the fragrance. And I added my fragrance. I used strawberry, by the way, and I keep stirring it. At this time, the soap batter has become to stick to it, so it is now time to pour it straight inside the mold. Any further delay, it will block. So I poured it gently inside the mold, and I leveled the top. Then now let's see how quickly this hardens. This is only 4 hours old and is already firm enough to cut. The mold I use is an improvised mold for this recipe, not the actual mold that comes with the cutter. And here is the final result: a smooth, rock hard cold processed soap that was ready to cut in just 4 hours, thanks to the proper use of kitchen salt. The soap is hard enough to cut, but it still needs to be cured for 7 to 14 days before selling or usage. Now let's do the foam test and see how the soap performs. You can see clearly that I didn't add any detergent inside the water, just a clean water. Just a little rub, the foam starts building up. Despite being a hard bath, it produces a rich and creamy lather. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like this video, drop a nice comment, share this video to someone who wants to learn how to make soap. Subscribe and let me know in the comments. Have you ever tried adding kitchen salt to your cold processed soap? I would love to hear your experience. Always be good to one another. Thank you for watching. Anticipate my next video. Bye.